Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So we've got a lot to get through today. We've got mail time, we've got a giveaway, a full cleaning kit that's happening in this video. We've got the EDC pocket dump, and we've got EDC Q&A. Let's start off with a quick Q&A. If you guys aren't sure on how to do this, if you want me to ask and answer your question on the channel, simply inbox me or DM me on Facebook or Instagram and just put Q&A, EDC Q&A in the question, and I will ask and answer your question. Let's do question number 1. Hi Ryan, Q&A. What are your thoughts on carrying a Section 16 licensed firearm as an EDC, and then the legalities of using it in a self-defense situation? So, I'm not a legal expert. I think it's okay. I can't remember the exact details. The best people to speak to is a Facebook group called Gun Owners South Africa, GOSA. Check them out, ask that question on that group, and someone, more than likely a guy called Zahir, will answer your question expeditiously, and you won't be unsure anymore. But I think the last time I spoke about this, and this was years ago, I think they said it's okay as long as there's something wrong, or you can explain why you're not carrying your Section 13 licensed firearm, something like that. But rather speak to GOSA, don't take my word for it. I'm not a legal expert. They are the best people to talk to about that question. Okay, let's do a pocket dump. So, clothing is Urban Warrior and Urban Warrior. Let's start off over here. The usual Power Tack Valor. And then cell phone in this pocket, in that pocket, in the back utility pocket. The Recon pants from Urban Warrior has a utility pocket at the back, like small sleeve style pocket. My Leatherman Scully tool, belt and holster. Belt is obviously Core Essentials, love Core Essentials. Weapon system today, Glock 19, Holosun, Olight PL Pro, in a Southwest Holsters Rattler for this particular setup. Just put this guy back on. In this right hand side pocket, my Benchmade Griptilian, as well as the Open 2. And then on my right hip, as usual, the old Cold Steel Mini Tack in a Southwest Holsters sheath. So that's how we are running today. A lot of people ask about my watch. My watch is a Megalith series watch from the guys at Statement Watches. Check them out. They are local in South Africa, and they're good people. Package. So this is from Torch SA. Okay, come on, it's too bright for you guys to see, the Woburn F5. My Benchmade Griptilian, guys, by the way, is done by the fine folks over at Ultimate Edges. I put this on already. Ultimate Edges are having a competition. I will leave links to them down below where you can enter that competition. I think it's still live. Where you can win like first, second and third prizes, all like really awesome customized knives. So check that out. The Woburn F5, this might really be an excellent vlogging light option. Not bad at all. Wow. Let's see if you guys can see that. And then you've got volume. You've got bright or dark, and on and off. Oh, and then you've got different flavors. Can you see? I don't know. Can you see what it's doing? It's changing to a warmer. Come on. It's changing to a warmer light and to a cooler light. Anyway, you'll see more of this on the channel. Thank you very much, Henry Beeman. I might use this as a vlogging light if it is bright enough. 500 lumens. Actually a camping light, but pretty cool, right? And you can attach it to your camera. So that's quite cool. Or to your tripod. Okay, let's do another EDC Q&A. As a new gun owner, I've noticed that the first couple of rounds of carry ammo in my gun have noticeable wear from repeatedly being ejected, chambered and or loaded often as I clear my gun every day for dry fire and reload it when I'm done. I'm concerned that after a few more months of this, those rounds might be damaged somewhere and won't function properly if I have to fire them in a self-defense situation. Is this a legitimate concern? If so, what do you recommend to address it? Yeah, I think just rotate your rounds for one. For two, I'm assuming you're talking about the chambered round, right? Because if you're dry firing, you don't need a mag in the firearm, so you would just then drop the mag. If you're doing reloads, of course, then you take the rounds out of your mag. But just rotate the rounds. Rounds will discolor and things like that. I don't think you're going to have an issue, to be honest. Obviously, if you are excessively wearing your rounds by doing dumb things, you will have a problem with it. But just rotate your rounds and it shouldn't be a problem. I mean, if you're buying a box of 50 rounds and you rotate them every time you dry fire, you can get quite a lot of dry firing done before any real damage is caused. And to be honest with you, I've dry fired and ejected my rounds so many times. I've never had a single issue. I genuinely don't think you're going to have a problem. Just rotate them if you're concerned about it, but unless you're doing, it's hard for me to tell because I'm not sure what you're doing with that round, okay? But I mean, if you're not acting like an idiot and you're just ejecting it, I don't think you're going to have a problem. Just rotate them and you should be good to go. Hi Ryan, this is a training question. With limited ammo, what drills do you do at the range currently? I know dry fire is invaluable, but what live fire exercise do you do? I've been looking at some YouTube videos to find good training exercises for approximately 50 rounds. Cheers, Neil. So I actually did a video on 50 rounds for beginners. I'll link it up here. If you're watching it on Instagram, you'll have to go to the link in my bio. But what I would do is literally just run my draw stroke. If you were comfortable to draw your firearm and train draw strokes, which you should be if you're carrying a firearm for everyday carry purposes, I would run my draw stroke until I've got it. If it's all 50 rounds running my draw stroke, I'm fine with that, right? Until I can do that draw stroke in good time and shoot accurately and I'm comfortable and I can almost do it at a subconscious level while maintaining the required safety precautions that come with carrying a firearm for EDC, that is what I would do. Once I've run my draw stroke and I know I can get my firearm into the fight, because at the end of the day, that is being able to shoot fast or shoot accurately, all those things is important. But if you can't get your firearm into the fight, nothing else happens after that. Okay, so draw stroke and then trigger press, right? I would make sure that I can press the trigger in such a way that I do not affect my sights. That's equally as important as the draw stroke, because if you get the firearm into the fight and you shoot and you miss everything, or you miss your target and you hit the unintended target, that's a massive problem, right? So I would literally work on draw stroke and accuracy. If I only had 50 rounds, draw stroke and accuracy, and then if I was comfortable with that, I would work on my speed reloads. Speed reloads and not tactical or administrative reloads, because I think if you only have 50 rounds, you want to make sure that you can get that mag dumped and the new mag in as quickly as possible. If you had spare ammo, you could then start working on administrative reloads. Those would be my three drills: draw stroke, trigger press accuracy, that kind of thing, and then speed reload. And then last question, just before we do the draw. Good afternoon, Ryan. Just enjoyed your latest video. EDC Q&A, can you give any advice for women carrying, as they do not usually wear pants and belts like men do? As we know, EDC is not sexist. From Peter Fenter. I would give the same so here's the answer. Because it's not sexist, I would give the same advice to a woman that I'd give to a man, right? Understand that everyday carry is a responsibility, it's a commitment. It is not going to be as comfortable as not everyday carrying. You are going to have to wear certain items to ensure you can everyday carry. That is just the deal, right? If you aren't prepared to do that, don't EDC. Okay, don't even waste your money going to buy that firearm. A lot of people talk about comfort and on Facebook there's always groups, oh, I'd like to see that guy wearing that appendix setup sitting down or sitting on the toilet. Firstly, it is not cool for a guy to want to know what another guy looks like sitting on the toilet. Okay? I know I answered the EDC Q&A question, but I mean, that's fine. Don't post in a public group, I'd like to see him sitting on the loo. It's just not cool. Okay? Mental picture. Right? But, so it's not comfortable. Right? It does require a certain adjustment in your lifestyle, in the clothing you wear, etc., etc. That's part of the deal. Okay? Don't think that there's never going to be a holster or a firearm or whatever the case may be that is going to be like, oh, I'm not even carrying a firearm, but I'm carrying this firearm. Get over that, and then, you know, you have to wear clothing that's going to enable you to carry, whether it be off-body carry, which isn't really the best, whether it means you have to start wearing a pants with a belt and you know, a t-shirt, whatever the case may be. That's the trade-off. I'm not an expert in women's clothing, so I don't know how ladies dress and what they can put where. But it can be done, okay, just with a little bit of commitment and with a little bit of desire to protect yourself. And as a woman, there are a lot of things running around calling themselves men who desire to harm women. You're gonna have to take the responsibility on yourself to protect yourself, right? So yeah, my answer to that is the same answer I would give a man is the same answer I'd give a woman. You are going to have to make that firearm work for you. Okay? The holsters are available, the belts are available, the clothing is available. You are going to have to decide how comfortable you want to be and what your comfort versus capability level is going to be. Side note, like a lot of people question, oh, how comfortable is that holster? Can you sit down? Well, it's not like as comfortable as not carrying a holster, but then again, I'm not a sheep. So yes, I sit down and it's a bit less uncomfortable. Deal with it, get over it, suck it up, buttercup, you know. You find these guys with like pictures on their Facebook profile of like soldiers and like the lion doesn't care about the opinion of the sheep, and then very next question, oh, can you carry that holster because I find it a little bit uncomfortable. Yes, it is a little bit uncomfortable. Get over it. You're carrying a gun, you're not carrying a freaking balloon. Let's do the draw for this from CHS Guns, and then I'll end off on the draw. Guys, just remember, if you win, you have 24 hours in which to contact me. If you don't contact me within 24 hours, then it rolls over to the second place winner, and you can contact me on this email address right here. You won't see my face again because I'm going to end off the video with a draw. This weekend might not be a video. I'm going up to Johannesburg to do a tactical combat casualty care course as well as an emergency medical ground tactics course with the guys from Global Phalanx. They've allowed me to record it, so you guys will be able to see it, but I might not be able to get the video out this weekend. Please bear with me. I will see you guys soon for another review. Have a good week. Be safe. Try not. Cheers. God bless. Okay, guys, so as you know, I use a random name picker app to pick my winners. The winner will have 24 hours in which to contact me, and the second place winner will have 24 hours after that in which to contact me if the first place winner does not contact me. I would suggest contacting me as soon as possible to claim your prize. A huge thanks to CHS Guns for making the competition a possibility. And the first place winner is someone called, I'm assuming it's Mo Scar. So well done to you, Mo. And then the second place winner, if the first place winner does not contact me within 24 hours, to get that full gun cleaning kit is going to be Ben Bettendorf. So well done to you, Mo, and well done to you, Ben. I will see you guys soon for a review. As I've said before, have a good week. Be safe, train hard. Cheers. God bless.